show you what you need to do for the homework tonight. So the primary question that we're going to ask for Station 2 is, what is the relationship between the distance of the object to the thing that it's orbiting and the speed that it goes? So you guys have already done so much number crunching that we actually have all the data we need to ask that question. So if you will notice, I am actually in 2014 shared view. I made a copy of the solar system object diameters just so that it wouldn't accidentally get messed up and you could just work off of the copy. So if I click on this, you'll see these numbers and data that we've been crunching and fixing for a really, really long time. And they all look very cool. And you'll notice in here, if I were to click here, you can see the formulas. See the formulas up here? But I actually made a copy of it. See where it says copy of data? There's a copy in the copy. And if I click on these, you'll see they're just numbers, not actually formulae, which makes it easier to actually copy them. So I have my object names right here. I have my orbital distance in kilometers right here. That's E. So my object names are A. The distance is E. And then the speed, the average speed, is way over here at K. So those are the three columns that I really need. And I'm going to want to make a graph for the planets, but I'm also going to want to make a separate graph for Jupiter's moons. And we're not going to graph Earth's moon at all. So let's start by copying the names. So I'm going to highlight these guys. I'm going to go Command C. And then I'm going to go over to the notebook. So you guys have your own notebook that you made, right? And I'm going to go to 2A, because this is going to be Station 2. And I'm actually going to do Command V and paste it. I'm also going to give this the title, which is going to be orbital distance and speed. Okay, and I'm going to give it today's date, which is 10/1. And I'm going to go back and do the materials and methods later. Now, in terms of the distance, that's what I want my x value to be. So this is going to be orbital distance. I'm going to come up here and go back to this, and we have orbital distance in kilometers. And I'm going to go Command C. And I'm going to go Command V. We're actually not going to graph the sun either, just so you know. Then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to get my average speed. I'm going to go Command C and Command V. Okay, so now I have stuff that I want to edit, but I want to keep things a little bit separate. So I'm not actually going to have the moon, and I'm actually going to take the 4 moons of Jupiter, and I'm going to make them separate down here. I'm going to take this, I'm going to delete the sun too. Then I'm going to take this stuff right here, and I'm going to go up to data, and then I'm going to sort range by the actual orbital distance, which is B. Okay, so now I can graph this stuff. So I'm going to cut and paste this down here, and I'm going to highlight it like this, and I'm going to go up to charts, and I want to go to the type of charts, and I want scatter, and I'm going to choose this guy, and I can put other things in here. I can customize, I can give a good title, right? Remember this stuff from last year? So you're going to put a good title in here. You're going to have to figure out what that would be. And you're also going to have to put in axis labels. You have the horizontal axis, which should be your distance, right? But you're going to make it good, and then you're going to do the vertical axis, and you're going to put stuff in there. So you're going to fill out all this important stuff as best you can. Be as thorough as you can, okay? Then you're going to click Insert, but I'm actually going to ask you to do this. I'm going to have you click on the graph, come up to this corner, and move it to its own sheet. Okay? And again, we're going to change this. You're going to have good title here, good axis labels and all that. Then I'm going to ask you to also do the same Oops, sorry. Also do the same for the moons. And so you're going to make a separate graph for the moon. So you'll have 2 charts after 2A. And that is what your homework is, just to make the charts. Tomorrow in class, we will have some time to do the results and discussion and new experiment design and hypothesis.